pleasant day to you, bright minds! I hope you're doing a great time. It's me, Ma'am Merly, and this is Learning English. And together, we'll get things done because English is so much fun. So make sure you have your pen and paper ready because hand in hand, we will explore the wonders of the universal language, English. In today's lesson video, we will be taking up the components of an argumentative essay. To commence with, let's have our lesson objectives. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to identify parts and features of an argumentative essay, point out reasons presented in a text or essay, and write an argumentative essay using facts and opposing views. And of course, our most essential learning competency is to compose an argumentative essay. To start off, let's have a short exercise, shall we? Okay, now I will be presenting an issue that is timely and tell me if you agree or disagree with it. Is that okay with you? Good. Now, here is the timely issue that we have. Department of Education urges school to require vaccinations to students. With this issue, do you agree or disagree? Okay, so some says they agree and some says they disagree. Now, let's weigh things out. Here are the pros and cons of it, and let's see if you're going to change your decision afterwards. Again, we have the timely issue. Department of Education urges school to require vaccinations for students. So here are the pros and cons of it. If you agree, then your claim is schools should require vaccinations for students. Here are the benefits of requiring vaccinations for students. First, every teen and young adult who gets vaccinated helps build a wall of protection around the children and immunocompromised people they know and love. Second, vaccinating children ages 5 years and older can help them in school and help them safely participate in sports, playdates, and other group activities. And lastly, vaccinations are still free and accessible. On the other hand, if you disagree, then your claim is schools should not require vaccinations for students due to these reasons. First, some public health experts and parents have raised concerns about a rare side effect of the vaccine, a heart condition called myocarditis that is known to disproportionately affect young men. Second, a severe allergic reaction like anaphylaxis may happen after any vaccine, including COVID-19 vaccines. And lastly, children with certain chronic or acute serious illnesses will have no access to the vaccine. Now, with the presented pros and cons, what is your stand or claim on the issue? Okay, that's good. Now, I believe that you have your own claims in mind. And do you know that with those claims or stands starts argument? It is with argument that a reason or set of reasons aim to persuade others that an action or idea is right or wrong. So, let's learn more of it. In connection, an argumentative essay takes a position on an issue using logic and evidence to convince readers. Therefore, in this essay, we can agree or disagree with the issue using reasons to support our opinion. And of course, the primary objective is to persuade or to convince the people to change their beliefs that many of them do not want to change. Also, we can say that in this essay, we do not only give information but also present an argument with the pros, just like what we did, or the supporting ideas, and the cons, or the opposing ideas of an argumentative issue. In addition, we also have the characteristics of an argumentative essay. First, it presents and explains the issue or the case. Of course, there should be an issue at hand, just like our sample timely issue a while back, which is Department of Education urges schools to require vaccinations for students. In here, you are free to agree or disagree with the issue, and that is the time when you can formulate your own claim or argument. Second, an argumentative essay gives reasons and supports these reasons or prove its point. Just like in the image here, it says, "Why I'm right." Meaning to say, in an argumentative essay, you should prove that you are right in order to convince or persuade your readers. So again, after you had your claim or argument, the next thing you will do is to support those claims or arguments, and that is again through evidences. But the question is, how? You could come up with evidences through prior knowledge or personal experiences. Second, you can have the experts' opinions. For example, if the issue is about education, then you may interview teachers or school officials. And lastly, you can consult reliable books or articles that are factual. And the third one, it refutes opposing arguments. Again, your purpose when writing this type of essay is to persuade the reader to accept your point of view on your chosen claim. And so, you really have to pay attention to your readers. You have to ask yourself, what views or opinions do they already hold before they read your essay? And so, you have to convince or persuade them to agree with your claim on the issue. Here is the outline of the components of an argumentative essay. First, we have the introduction. It presents the topic in general, or give a definition, and give a clear thesis statement. A good introduction in an argumentative essay acts like a good opening statement in a trial. Just like a lawyer, a writer must present the issue at hand, give background, and put forth the main argument in a logical and persuasive way. You may start your introduction with a hook by starting with a quote or an interesting question. This strategy grabs the reader's attention while introducing the topic of the essay. Next, you can provide a short background of the issue so that your readers can better understand it. And then, you can provide your thesis statement or position on the issue. Second is we have the body. In the body, you may have at least 3 paragraphs. A typical argumentative essay again comprises of 3 or more paragraphs that explains the reasons why you should support your thesis. Each body paragraph should contain a topic sentence followed by at least 3 supporting sentences or 3 arguments. And again, your evidences on supporting sentences should be factual to help you gain the reader's trust. And lastly, we have the conclusion. It gives a balanced view and gives your opinion. Your conclusion is the finishing touch that packages your essay properly. Regardless of how strong the arguments raised are, if your conclusion is weak, then your essay will be rendered incomplete. So again, these are the 3 components of an argumentative essay: introduction, body, and conclusion. These are the do's and don'ts in writing a strong conclusion for your argumentative essay. First, you have to read what you have written and do not present new information because again, this is already your conclusion, so do not present new information. Second, re-emphasize your viewpoint. So you just have to emphasize what you have written in your introduction and in your body, but do not repeat the thesis statement because this neglect the purpose of your conclusion. Next, discuss possible implications because again, your major purpose in writing your argumentative essay is to prove your point. So you have to discuss possible implications, but do not be apologetic because again, your purpose is to persuade. Next, The fourth one is you have to appeal to the emotions of your readers and do not start with overused phrases. And lastly, you have to end with a question in order for your readers to think again of the evidences that you have presented, and do not ever end with a quote because that doesn't make your conclusion strong. To continue, let's have the parts or other features of an argumentative essay. First, we have the claim. The claim is the writer's stance or overall argument. This is also called the position or stand on an issue. Let's say, for example, the issue that we had a while back, which is Department of Education urges school to require vaccinations to students. You may choose the claim 1, which is schools should require vaccinations to students, or claim 2, which is schools should not require vaccinations to students. So again, your claim is your own belief, your own stand, and your own position on the issue at hand. Okay? Next, we have the reasons. The reasons are the main points that justify the writer's claim. That goes with your evidences, which are facts or direct quotes that supports or proves the claim. Again, in your evidences, your main purpose is to persuade your readers. That is why you have to provide factual evidences, and reasons and evidences can be found in your body. Next, we have your counterclaim. From the word itself, counter, meaning to say the opposing view disagrees with the writer's claim. So in here, you have to know your readers. Remember that before you write your argumentative essay, your readers already have their viewpoints in mind. So your purpose now is to make them believe on your claim or position. That is the counterclaim. Next, we have the rebuttal. Rebuttal are evidences that dispute or disagree with the counterclaim. So again, in your rebuttal, this is your belief, this is your viewpoint, and rebuttal can be executed with factual evidences. So again, these are the parts or other features of an argumentative essay. Next, we have the steps on how to write a good argument. First, you have to choose a topic. Of course, there should be an issue at hand. Next, we have to take a position. Again, your position is your claim or your stand on the issue. It's either you agree or disagree with it. Then, you have to gather evidences. Again, in gathering your evidences, make sure that it is factual so that your readers will be persuaded right away. And then, we have to present argument logically. When we say logically, do it in a way that your readers will believe what you are believing by presenting evidences that can refute their viewpoints. And then next one, we have to provide counter arguments. So again, this can be done with proper evidences and factual evidences. Now that you've learned what an argumentative essay is, its components and its features, and how to write a good argumentative essay, then can you please recite with me? That's great! Now, let's wrap it up. To know if you really followed well with our lesson today, let's answer some questions, shall we? The first question is, what is an argumentative essay? Recite with me. Correct! An argumentative essay is an essay that takes position on an issue using logic and evidence to convince your readers. Second, what are the characteristics of an argumentative essay? Exactly! It presents and explains the issue or case, gives reasons and supports these reasons or prove its point, and it refutes opposing arguments. Good job! Let's move on to the third question. What are the components and other features of an argumentative essay? Absolutely! We have the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. And for the features, we have the claim, reasons, evidence, counterclaim, and rebuttal. Very good, grade 10! And lastly, how do you write a good argument? Can you please tell me? Precisely. First, you have to take position or stand. Second, you have to gather evidence. Third, you have to present the argument logically. And finally, you have to provide counter-arguments. Well done, students! I believe that you are now ready to take our next activity. Now, to apply what you have learned, I want you to compose an argumentative essay about effectiveness of distance learning. You will be rated with the following criteria: content, 40%, organization, 30%, tone or style, 20%, and of course, grammar, 10%. Remember, grade 10, you have to take your position first, support your claim or stand with evidences, and lastly, have a strong conclusion. Are you ready now? That's great! So if you are ready, please bring out your pen and pens up, grade 10! To assess if the lesson is clear to you, let us have a short exercise, shall we? That's good. Here is the mechanics for the game. Actually, I have only one mechanic for this game. Tell me if you agree or disagree with the statement by saying again, thumbs up or thumbs down before 5 seconds expire. Is that clear? That's good. Now, what are we waiting for? Let's go, grade 10! Statement number 1. Is it thumbs up or thumbs down? If your answer is thumbs down, then you are correct! Let's move on to statement number 2. Is this thumbs up or thumbs down? If your answer is thumbs up, then it's also up because you are correct! Statement number 3. Is this thumbs up or thumbs down? If your answer is thumbs down, then you are correct! Nice one, bright mind! Statement number 4. Is this thumbs up or thumbs down? If your answer is thumbs up, then you are correct! Good job, grade 10! Statement number 5. Is this thumbs up or thumbs down? If your answer is thumbs up, then you are correct! You are really a bright mind! And lastly, statement number 6. Is this thumbs up or thumbs down? If your answer is thumbs up, then you are correct! Very good, grade 10! Well, that was so fun! And you did a great job today. I had a lovely time learning English with you. And how about you? What was your favorite part? You know, I like that too! In the next lesson, we will be learning more about effective essay writing that will surely help you in improving your writing skills in English. Would you love that? Good. And as for your assignment, I want you to answer page 6 in your modules. Is that okay with you? Good job. So if that's the case, I will be seeing you next time. Again, this is Learning English with Teacher Merly. Bye! Stay safe, everyone!